So I'm in the process of writing a book which is titled The Little Big Man, Mickey Duff, because that's what he was. Small in stature, but a giant within his industry. Yeah, particularly that 70s, 80s era. He was the '1 governor. And so what I've done, I read the book last year, which was 20 and Out, which was Mickey Duff's, which he did on with Bob and me, late 90s. But what I was disappointed with that book, although he was vastly interesting in, the stories of Rocky Marciano putting his hands on him, his stories of Muhammad Ali, bringing Sonny Liston over when the craze got the glamour for that, but it was really Mickey Duff that got him in the country in the first place. But what I was a little bit disappointed with was I wanted to know more about the man. I wanted to know more about Monarch Praga himself, aka Mickey Duff, which that really wasn't his real name. Some say he took it because he liked duffel coats and he was selling them. Some say it was from a James Cagney film. So what I've done is, I'm not, as I said, I'm not slating the book, but I wanted to know more about him. So I've went out and I'm halfway through interviewing lots of various different people. Barry McGuigan has kindly given us the forward for the book. I'm interviewing Jim Watt today. I spoke to Andy Flute the other week. Spoke to boxing writers, Ian Darks, guys. The one thing I've noticed is every single person I've asked regarding Mickey Duff said, because I've released 22 books, but this will be, some are not out yet. I think this will be number 27. So not all people really reply. And when I've kind of said, look, I'm doing a book, blah 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 blah, I'm doing a book on this subject, they've just ignored me. But none did whatsoever. None have up to now with Mickey Duff. He's known for kind of this being ruthless kind of machine, if you like. It almost doesn't have any emotion. But I tell you what, every person I spoke to has absolutely idolised him. And even the people I haven't spoke to yet have said, yeah, absolutely. There's my number. Give me a bell. So I really think this is. I think this has huge potential to be. My opinion is Mickey Duff's legacy is not as celebrated, he's not as known as he should be, because boxing these days is predominantly ran by people in suits from Essex who aren't really proper boxing people. Yes, there's Frank Warren and all that, but some of the faces, even around Matchroom, and Duff knew everything. He wasn't just a promoter. You could have put him as a cutsman, you could have put him in as a manager, you could have put him in as a trainer. Every angle of boxing, the guy had it, and he doesn't quite get the notable recognition, in my opinion, what he deserves for what he did to boxing. Frank Warren said he was quite possibly, if not the biggest influence in British boxing's history. I would agree with that. I think America had Don King, and Britain had Mickey Duff. So my aim is to release a book next year, which would be the 10th anniversary of his of passing. And when I written my first book, 2017, if someone had said to me that someone will ring your publishers and say it's time to be a film, I'd have laughed. I wasn't even an author, and sorry guys, I'm having a bad hair day. No hairspray on, I'm going grey as well, and but fascinating character, and Duff was the same. So as I say, I think this could really be the start of, in my head, I think he deserves some kind of Netflix series or documentary or whatever. But fascinating character, absolutely riveting to study, great greatly intriguing. And Mickey Duff, The Little Big Man. Forward will be by Barry McGuigan, written by myself, Jamie Boyle, the guy with a bad haircut. Will be coming soon, early part of 2024.